At the survival camp. Activity book, page 65. Today we're going to practice talking about things we've lost. Have you ever lost anything? I lost my car keys last week and I found them under the bed. I couldn't find the remote control yesterday and I found it in the kitchen. Look at the different ways of saying that you've lost something. Listen and repeat. I can't find the matches. I've lost my whistle. Have you seen the knife? Have you looked in your rucksack? Have you looked in your pockets? Have you looked in your tent? Have you looked in your box? Why don't you check in your tent? Why don't you check in your pockets? Why don't you check in your box? It isn't there. They aren't there. I found it. I found them. Repeat these short conversations. I can't find the matches. Have you looked in your pocket? They aren't there. Why don't you check in your rucksack? I've found them. I've lost my whistle. Why don't you check in your tent? It isn't there. Have you looked in your box? I found it.
Listening 3.2.
Where are the items?
Listen.
Look at pictures
and match.
1, 2,
Number 1.
3 and 4 and you are going to match them with the pictures.
No, I haven't.
A,
have you looked
B,
in your rucksack?
C,
yes, I have.
and D.
It isn't there.
Why don't
now
you
listen
check in your pocket?
and match
Okay.
those pictures.
I found it. Thanks.
Listening 3.2. Where are the items?
Number 2.
Listen and match. Number
I
1.
can't find the frying pan.
Why don't you check in the tent?
It isn't in the tent. I've already checked.
Have you looked in the box?
I have.
No.
It isn't
Good
there.
idea.
Why don't you check in your pocket?
I found it.
I found it. Thanks.
Number 3.
Number 2.
I've lost the matches.
Are they in your pocket?
No,
I
they
can't find the
aren't.
frying pan.
Have you looked in your rucksack?
That's a good idea.
It isn't in the tent. I've already checked.
Any luck?
Yes, I found them.
Good idea.
Thanks.
I found it.
Number 4.
Number 3.
I can't find the plasters.
Oh dear.
I've lost the
Why don't you
matches.
look in the box?
I have. They aren't there.
Have you checked in the tent?
your rucksack?
No, I
That's a good
haven't.
idea. Any luck?
I found them.
Yes, I found
Thanks.
them. Thanks. Number 4. I can't find the plasters.
Oh dear. Why don't you look in the box?
I have. They aren't there.
Have you checked in the tent?
No, I haven't. I found them. Thanks.
Now, let's check your answers. Now, let's check the answers. Number 1. The knife is in her pocket. Number 2. The frying pan is in the box. Number 3. The matches are in the rucksack. Number 4. The plasters are in the tent. Now listen to the sentences and repeat. The knife isn't in the rucksack, it's in her pocket. The frying pan isn't in the tent, it's in the box. The matches aren't in her pocket, they're in the rucksack. The plasters aren't in the box, they're in the tent. Here we have 2 dialogues, Dialogue 1 and Dialogue 2. We are going to put these dialogues in order. Let's go through each sentence first. Have you seen my knife? Why don't you check in your pocket? Okay, I found it, thanks. No, I haven't. Have you looked in your rucksack? Yes, I have. It isn't there. Conversation 2. I can't find the frying pan. It isn't in the tent. I've already checked. Why don't you check in the tent? No, good idea. I've found it. Have you looked in the box? Now you will have 2 minutes to put the 2 dialogues in order. Now let's check the dialogues. If you need more time, please pause the video.
Listening 3.2. Where are the items?
Dialogue 1.
Listen and match. Number
Have you
1.
seen my knife?
Have you seen
No,
my knife?
I haven't.
No, I haven't.
Have you looked
Have you
in your
looked in your
rucksack?
rucksack?
Yes, I have. It isn't there.
Yes, I
Why don't
have.
you check
It
in your
isn't
pocket?
there.
Okay. I found
Why
it.
don't you check
Thanks.
in your pocket? Okay,
Number
I
2.
found it, thanks.
I can't find the
Dialogue
frying
2.
pan.
Why don't you check in the
I
tent?
can't find the
It isn't in
frying
the
pan.
tent. I've already checked.
Have you
Why
looked in the
don't you
box?
check
No.
in the
Good
tent?
idea. I
It
found
isn't
it.
in the tent. I've already checked.
Number 3.
Have you looked in the box?
I've lost the matches.
No.
Are they in your
Good
pocket?
idea.
No, they
I
aren't.
found it.
Have you looked in your rucksack?
That's a good idea.
Any luck?
Yes, I found them. Thanks.
Number 4.
I can't find the plasters.
Oh dear. Why don't you look in the box?
I have. They aren't there.
Have you checked in the tent?
No, I haven't. I found them. Thanks.
Here we are going to write questions and answers. We are given two pictures, picture 1 and picture 2. The first picture will be for the question, and the second picture will be for the answer. Try to use different expressions in the questions and answers. Here is an example. Have you seen the needle and thread? No, I haven't. Have you looked in the rucksack? In number 2 and number 3, you are going to write your own questions and answers and try to use different expressions in each question and answer. You will have a few minutes to write the questions and answer before we check the answers. Okay, now we will check a possible answer. If you need more time, please pause the video. Number 2. I can't find the frying pan. Have you looked in the tent? 3. Have you seen the knife? No, I haven't. Why don't you check in your pockets? Now your answers may be slightly different.